This industry is full of people who have had a one-time milestone and then start teaching it. And that's one of the reasons that this space gets such a bad rep and it makes my job so much harder. Okay. They've had one $50,000 a month and now that's all their messaging is about how to make 50K months. But they've had that $50,000 a month because they had a pay in full client or whatever, and they're no way even capable of sustaining it. And they went viral once, and now they're teaching you about their viral hack or whatever, right? Now they're some sort of visibility expert. And listen, I'm not knocking anybody's success. I think it's so incredible to celebrate those things and to celebrate yourself. But I have a problem with it when it's like you do this thing once and now all of a sudden you're an expert in it. What's up, Savages? You're listening to the Strategies of a Savage CEO podcast. I'm your host, Demi, and if you don't know me yet, it is no wonder you're not making the sales that you want to be making in your business, but that's about to fucking change. I've scaled my business to almost 8 figures in revenue over the past few years, and I've helped thousands of women make the money they deserve. Not through fluffy things like manifestation or energy work, but through real, non-BS money-making strategies that drive insane results. I'm talking things like crafting powerful content rooted in actual human psychology so that you know every single time you post it's going to convert. I'm talking about designing irresistible offers and building recurring revenue streams in your business structure. I'm talking about implementing real systems that actually scale your business into a 7-figure brand. It is time for you to go full savage mode with your business strategy to truly get the results you not only want, but deserve. So let's get into the episode. Welcome back to another episode of Strategies of a Savage CEO. I'm your host, Demi, and today we are just diving right in and I'm getting straight to the point. You need to hire me. You are here because you want to grow. You are here because you want to make more money. You are here because you are craving clarity in your action steps on a daily basis in order to do that. You are here because you want to build a business that actually works for you in the long term and pays you like the CEO that you are claiming to be. You are here because you are meant to make massive impact with your gifts. You are here because you know that you were meant to actually do something way bigger than what everybody else around you can even imagine. And you are here because you know that you feel like there is something missing and you love the approach that I have to business and that you've seen the results that I get from my clients. You've seen the business that I built for myself and you want to have that sort of success. And that's okay to want, right? It is okay to want the money. It is okay to want the visibility. It is okay to want and crave those things. It is okay to want to hustle. It is okay to want to do crazy shit. And there is no shame in it whatsoever. And you feel at home here. You feel seen here. And I get that. You've maybe, been around the block a couple times and made some investments that didn't actually pan out in the way that you thought. And you know that you're really craving the approach to business that is a strategic approach that gives you the foundational work needed in order to actually see results. And that's why I always say that when you're ready for real results in your business, that I am the mentor that you need to hire. And I am not everybody's first mentor. I am typically the mentor people end up hiring after they've hired a few in the past, but I am the mentor that people always say they wish they had hired sooner. Okay. I am making it really clear for you today. You need to hire me if you want to start seeing more results inside of your business and you want to have a business that you feel really secure in, that builds you recurring revenue, that income stacks, that you feel clear on. Every single day when you wake up, you know the action steps to take in order to move the needle. Okay. It's not because I'm nice. It's not because I want to be your friend. It's not even because I care about your success, even though I do. It's because I am the best at what I do. That is why you need to hire me. Okay. Beyond the relationship that we will build when you come into my world and how I see you as the human that you are, the incredible person that you are, I am going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm not going to coddle you and I'm going to challenge you. And a lot of people are not ready for that, but you are ready to be challenged. You are ready to be pushed out of your comfort zone and you are ready to be held to a higher standard than sometimes you even hold for yourself. And you're ready to change that. Okay. I see the gaps in your business before you even realize that they're there, right? It'll take me 5 minutes to look at your business and know exactly why you're not making the type of money that you want to be making. Okay. I know exactly what's keeping you stuck. I have been at this for years. I can spot it from a mile away. I can even see it in your content. I can take one look at your bio and know why you are not seeing the results that you want to be seeing in your business. Okay. I know exactly what moves you need to be making to start stacking cash, to create consistency, 30K, 50K, 100K months on repeat. Okay, so today I'm breaking that down. Why hiring any mentor outside of somebody who can actually support you in the foundational pieces of your business is a waste of your time right now. Okay. It's costing you more than you think because a lot of the things that you think are the problem are not actually the problem. I'm going to talk about what sets me apart from any other mentor or coach in this space. I'm going to tell you how I've built the empire that runs on consistency, strategy, and client results, and the insane level of hands-on mentorship that I give for my higher level clients when you're coming into my mastermind, my private spaces, and why nobody really does it like me, and why I do believe that at the level that I am in business and the experience that I have, the way that I mentor, which is a very hands-on approach, is extremely rare to find for somebody who can hold you in the way that you need to be held at as you are scaling a multi 6, 7 figure company. Okay. So if you've been circling with the idea of working with me, this episode is your sign, and let's get into it. So the first thing is you can like it is completely your choice, but you can go ahead and you can hire the coach that's had a 30K month or a 50K month once, or you could hire me who has been doing this for years. And so let's talk about the facts, okay? This industry is full of people who have had a one-time milestone and then start teaching it. And that's one of the reasons that this space gets such a bad rep and it makes my job so much harder. Okay. They've had one $50,000 month and now that's all their messaging is about how to make 50K months. But they've had that $50,000 month because they had a pay in full client or whatever, and they're no way even capable of sustaining it. And they went viral once, and now they're teaching you about their viral hack or whatever, right? Now they're some sort of visibility expert. And listen, I'm not knocking anybody's success. I think it's so incredible to celebrate those things and to celebrate yourself. But I have a problem with it when it's like you do this thing once and now all of a sudden you're an expert in it and you're teaching it. I think that's one of the things that we really need to be embodied in what we're teaching before we go ahead and we start marketing programs around that fact, right? So I need you to ask yourself, like, do you want to hire somebody who has maybe figured this out once for themselves or somebody who has actually mastered it? Okay. I have mastered the strategic art of business and recurring revenue and building community and visibility and all of the foundational pieces. I have mastered it. I know it like the back of my hand. Okay. I want you to ask yourself if you want to learn from somebody who's maybe guessing at their own process or even just regurgitating information from a mentor that they have hired or somebody who has a proven process that has worked over and over again for not only themselves, but for multiple of their clients across the board. Okay. The results that I have, the results that my clients get, they are not a fluke. So let's be very clear. It is because of crystal clear strategy that works. That is a proven system. It is called my Make Millions method. And I have been refining this system over and over again for years. Okay. What I have been doing is unlike a lot of other coaches and mentors in this space when it comes to the solid foundations that I have built in business and that I teach to clients. My business sustainability is one of my biggest flexes, I truly believe. To be able to sustain high cash months for years is a massive testimony to the structure of the business and company that we've actually built, right? When we hit our very first $100,000 month, 120K month in cash, so not sales, there's a big difference, in cash back in April of 2022. It's about to be April of 2025, and we have not dipped below 6-figure cash months. We've only risen, right? We've stayed in between that 120, 150, all the way up to $250,000 cash month for 3 entire years. And before that, my entire business was so consistent in regards to that 30, 50, 70K mark for years prior, right? The skyrocketing happened, the 6-figure cash months started happening as a compound effect. And of course, adding in different elements to the offer suite for capacity purposes that allowed for me to actually sustain and to hit and sustain those sorts of numbers in the business without wanting to crash out, right? So these are also things that you really need to be aware of. The other aspect is I coached and I do coach the best in the industry. I am the person that is behind the scenes of a lot of your favorite mentors, a lot of the big names in this industry. I have supported them, or I still support them on their journey, even if it's not blasted on social media. One of the things that I don't do as a mentor is blast who my clients are, blast who my coaches are, and I keep things pretty secretive in that way, right? I'm not proud to show off who I'm working with or what my clients are doing, but I let them do that in their own way, right? Hey Savages, Demi here. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. I've got a very quick but game-changing message for you. If you are ready to take your content from being a nice girl to a mother effing boss and not only create content that demands attention and respect, but actually attracts high level, high paying clients that see you as the authority and best option to work with, I want to invite you to come into my Savage Content Collective membership. This is the place where women just like you are taking my exact strategies for posting and content prompts and turning them into daily sales. I'm talking about women making $45,000 in just 3 weeks after a complete sales drought, or women that have been attracting five-figure painful clients and having their fastest sales ever after posting. If you are ready to stop guessing and start generating real revenue from your content, this is for you. And when you join, you're going to get immediate access to weeks of content prompts and some of my best social media trainings. If you DM me the word podcast on Instagram right now, I am going to send you a special discount to actually join the Savage Content Collective. It is time for you to stop posting any old content and actually start getting paid high ticket and attracting the best clients for you from your content. Now let's get back into the episode. When I share screen grabs of what clients are doing, I cut out their names. It's just client coach confidentiality in those ways. And I think it's really important for people not to just look at who I'm working with or who they could work with as well to make decisions for who it is that they should hire, because we've also seen that happen in the industry, which I don't agree with, and which is a reason why I keep things pretty near and dear over here to my heart. And there's actually clients that don't want that sort of relationship online, and I have to respect that as well, right? And so, but just know that behind the scenes, I'm typically the one pulling some strings in regards to content, messaging, offer ideas, how the business is scaling. I've taken a lot of clients from, almost zero to their first $1 million and beyond. And to be able to go on that journey with these women is one of my greatest life accomplishments. But behind the scenes of some of your favorite names, you will find me and my influence on their business strategy. So my strategies, my mindset, my execution, they're not working just sometimes, they work every single time. Okay. I think the other big thing as to why you should be hiring me in your business is because I don't just teach strategy, I am strategy, right? And that's something that sets me apart. Like my brain works at lightning speed when it comes to business. You can get on a call with me and within 5 minutes, I can understand everything that's going on. I can craft who your ideal client is. I can pull out your positioning in a moment's time. And so this is why I also help you accelerate your results, because when you work with me, you can get what you were working on with another mentor for a year in 5 minutes, right? Because of all of my expertise. It is something that I am completely embodied in, right? I'm going to tell you in a minute where your offers are leaking money, where profits are falling through the cracks, what's missing from your offer suite, what's keeping you invisible, why your content isn't converting, how to tweak your process, your positioning, your messaging, your systems in order to actually have consistent high cash months, how to get instant yeses from your audience, right? This isn't something where I'm going to be like, let me go research that and get back to you. No, it's like, oh, I can exactly see from this standpoint here. When I look at your profile, when I look at your offers, I know the exact problems that you're facing and why. And I think one of the biggest aspects is I can always back it up with a why and a reasoning as to why something works. And this also shows the embodiment. If you start asking clients or coaches or whoever it is that you're going to hire, why your process, why this, why that, why is this your opinion? And you can't get solid answers, that to me tells me that they're not completely embodied in it. And it's probably a regurgitated opinion or a regurgitated strategy that they're using because they can't back it up with solid evidence as to why they believe something or why they know something works. Okay. So when you are ready to operate at that level and have that attention to detail and really like go fast and get that clear plan that you need to accelerate instead of being in this like what I call ping pong energy back and forth, you're ready to get in the car and go fast. That's when you hire me. Okay. Now let's actually talk about hands-on support for a moment as well, because I think that this is a really important topic because in this online space, it is very hard to find strategic hands-on support from a mentor at this level with this experience, right? A lot of mentors, once they reach that seven-figure, multi-seven-figure mark, they start to pull back. They start to go audio only calls, or you can only text me 2-minute voice memos, or you're working more on leadership aspects with me now rather than like me helping you with your content. Because I do feel like a lot of mentors, once they get to a certain point, they outgrow some of those conversations. And for me, I live for them. And so it's really, and I believe that they're really important to have even at that level. Like one of my favorite things to talk to my mentor about, like is content, is messaging, is fun ideas, and having somebody to actually strategize with it really does go a long way. And I believe that as you continue to scale, if you're going to 30K, 50K, 100K months, you actually need more hands-on support than getting to 10K. The way that I see it is you're trying to get to 10K, 15K, heck, even 20K. You can do that in a group program. You can do that from watching my trainings and implementing everything that I say. When you are at a point where your business is coming up against fires, there's client situations, there's more visibility, there's more pressures, you're at a scaling point where things need to change, refine, pivot, like that's when you need more of the hands-on support, right? And so I think that the industry almost has it mixed up in the sense where people think like, oh, you need to have all of this hands-on, all of this whatever as you're growing, which I actually believe it's the exact opposite. You need more hands-on support as you're scaling, right? So for me, the way that I do business and mentorship with my high level close proximity clients, my mastermind clients, my one-on-one clients is that I actually get in there as a partnership with you, and I am in the trenches, in the nitty-gritty of auditing your messaging, creating the launch plans, the day-to-day of what you should be posting, how we're going to position this specific offer. It's a true strategic partnership instead of like just plug in, ask me questions whenever, or let's talk about let's have some high level conversations, right? I'm really with you workshopping this in real time. So like you'll send me your post, I'm sending you how to change it. You send me an idea, I send you exactly how to execute on it, right? I'm making sure your messaging hits every single time. I'm making sure your sales pages look good. All of the things that you really need in order to operate a successful business and scale it, right? I'm in there creating curriculum with you, making sure that your programs are set up to scale and showing you from my mistakes, right? What not to do and really playing devil's advocate and challenging you and pushing you to do things in your way. So this high touch, high impact coaching, this is designed to make your life easier. And what I see when women get to a certain point in business is the reason that they plateau. So let's say you've gotten to 30K months, 50K months. The reason that you plateau is because now, because of the way you structured your business and you didn't have me in your pocket before, you've actually built offers or programs that are capping your capacity, your time constraints, and all of your energy is going to your clients, right? All of your energy is going to just getting the day-to-day done. And you're also going to lose like a lot of your momentum and creativity that way because everything is going to the people that have hired you, and there's nothing left over for you. There's no creative brain, there's no time, there's no energy, you feel depleted, and now you're going to see your income take a plateau because of that, right? You're riding the wave of recurring revenue maybe that you've built, some payment plans, etc. But getting new clients is starting to feel hard. It's heavy. Your content's taking a back seat. And this is why you're going to experience a plateau, right? Whereas when you work with me, you're actually getting that hands-on approach. So your cup is filled. You have that creative flow. You're getting somebody that pours into you the same way you pour into your clients. And that's priceless, right? And this is what you need as you get to that scaling level. And I speak with such conviction and experience in this because I know and I've seen and I've witnessed it happen, and it's happened to me as well. Okay. So you need somebody to be pouring back into you just as much as you pour into the people around you, right? And you have to think about the fact that there's a lot of pressure on us. When you get to a certain point in business, you have so much to hold. You have a lot of clients, you have eyes on you, you have a family, you have responsibility, your regular day-to-day life responsibilities, you have relationships to nurture. It's hard. And I think that your business needs to be set up for scaling success, but also having that mentorship where you get to plug in and feel that like grounded space, and you have that like it's almost like a sacred home where you have somebody in your back pocket that understands every single emotion and feeling, and no, there's no shame or judgment because they've gone through it too. And I think that every day I get to plug in with my mentor, I feel better, I feel more grounded, I feel just 100% inspired in all of the ways. And that's what helps me stay activated as well in business when things do hit the fan or shit does feel really hard, okay? But at my level, with the experience that I have, with the income that I've made, with just everything that I know, no other mentors are really doing what I'm doing when it comes to the high level hands-on support that I offer, okay? And while also having the work ethic and consistently raising the bar and standards, like, and consistently growing. Like, this is why my clients also stay for the long term. This is why I've had clients that have worked with me for 3 years, 4 years, and beyond, because we get to grow together as again, a partnership. Or I've had clients that have left me and have come back because maybe they wanted to try something new and shiny, and that's fine. But they realize that they're not going to get anywhere near close to what they get when they hire me in regards to support, right? And I think that they've even gone off and paid somebody more than they were paying me and came back to be like, what the F? Like, this is ridiculous, because I know what I have with you now, and I'm so glad that I almost needed that. A lot of them say they almost needed to go and test the water somewhere else, and it made them even appreciate my mentorship that much more. And I love that. And I think that's an incredible journey for my clients to have to go on. But this is why I also speak with so much confidence that I am the best mentor out there when it comes to hands-on strategic support for you to hire. So nobody does it like me. I show up for my clients like no other. I don't believe in flukes. I believe in repeatable strategies for you to actually scale the business. And I have the receipts to show for it. I've been at this for years. I know what it takes. I have millions of dollars in client results. Like, I would say we're probably at 8 figures in client results if I had to look at the data and do the math right here and now, and if you've already been in my world, you know this. You know that it's no fluff. You know that it's no BS. You know that, I'm actually going to give you the action steps to go out there and implement it. And that actually helps you. The energy, the knowledge, the execution, like it really is different here. It's savage. It's exactly what you need if you are wanting real hands-on mentorship and a strategic approach to business. Okay. So I know if you are still listening to this episode, you feel it, you feel me, you feel my heart, you know that I'm a little bit savage when it comes to strategy, but you also know the human that I am and how I see you as a person and a leader first. I think you know that you need somebody in your corner who is not just teaching your business and like, but is building an empire alongside of you, somebody who's in it with you every single day, right? And I know that you're done with one-off masterclasses and you're done playing small and you're done not having the support that you deserve and you're done wondering if it's the right time. And so your next step is to work with me. It is to pause this episode and go to my Instagram and DM me how we can work together. It is to come into my mastermind if you are wanting to scale 50 to 100K months. It is coming and hiring me for private mentorship. It is coming into my Savage Strategy Accelerator if you're going to 20 to 30K months. Like, there is a home for you here no matter what level of business you are going to next, whether you're still in a foundational stage, whether you're in a scaling stage, like, there is a home for you here. And I want to take you with me as I continue to grow. And so it is time for us to get to work. It is time for you to hire me. It is time for you to experience what mentorship should feel like and what it gets to be like when you have the proper support and strategy that help you really show you what you're missing. Because if you're asking yourself that question, you probably are missing something, but to also show you how to execute on exactly how to fill those gaps so that you can start seeing the results that you want and that you truly deserve. So I will chat with you in the next episode. I will see you soon, but I cannot wait to see who really takes this opportunity and runs with it and follows their gut and trusts their instincts and, it makes a decision that ultimately changes everything, because that starts now.